and welcome to the second part of Thrifting in Mountain View, Arkansas. If you missed the first part, I will have it linked at the end of this video. We're at the market on Main, and this cute guy was right at the front door, ready to greet us. I was immediately drawn to this little banjo. So cute. I don't know if it's a child-sized banjo or if they make small ones like that, but I just thought it was the cutest thing. And look at this copper tea kettle, how pretty. I want y'all to remember this. It is $25. I bought one at the little thrift store in the first video, and I'll show it to you in my haul. It did not cost me $25. This was a beautiful washstand in very good shape, $149. And I love the red canisters and bread box. And of course, there's some Corningware. They had some sweatshirts and t-shirts for the motorcycle-loving ladies. We were in town this weekend for mountains, music, and motorcycles, and I'm just doing some thrifting and junk shopping while my husband is out watching all the motorcycle events. Here is the obligatory wall of license plates and a beautiful display of silver-plated items. My finger is getting in the way again. I'm so sorry. My trimmer's just going crazy this day. And the obligatory wall of cast iron. I saw this blue dress and just fell in love. It is so beautiful. It is batik. I am assuming handmade. Not the dress, but the painting part of it. But $125 was just a little bit out of my budget. Well, a whole lot out of my budget for a t-shirt dress. Here's an old smoking stand. I assume you put your ashtray in the hole and your cigarettes and matches in the drawer. I thought this was a lovely display, just the way that they had it arranged and all the color in the booth. This coffee pot is really cute, but I don't think it was vintage, really. I think it was just made to look that way. There's a lovely quilt in the background. And this big gray box on the floor, I thought was a safe. It's not. It's a steam cooker. And, of course, there's some Corningware and some Pyrex. Here's an old metal cake carrier and a beautiful little tea set in an even more beautiful china cabinet. Some beautiful paintings by a local artist. An old telephone. And of course, some Pyrex. That's a really good price for that piece with the lid. And here is something that I did buy, that little packet of needles right there in the front that says Sewing Susan. I love these old lanterns, especially the little small one. And I found a stack of quilts. Most of these are cutter quilts, but there are a couple that are very nice. I'm going to show a few to you, and then I'm going to put my camera down so that I can look through them more carefully. The cutter quilts were $20, and I believe the nicer quilts went up to about $120 or $150, depending on their condition. They still were not in perfect condition, but they were very nice, considering their age. Notice Ronald McDonald hanging up there on the wall, but I really stopped to look at these old spice cans. And look at this beauty with a wooden case. That case is just gorgeous. This booth had a lot of fabric and quilting supplies. It had some vintage buttons and these old bobbins. I had never seen these acorn-topped bobbins before. I thought they were very cool, and I'm trying to think of something to do with them, but I didn't buy any this day. Now, I am almost through looking in this shop, and I'm going to go across the street to the Farmer's Daughter. There is a very nice little deli in the back of this shop. But first I'm going to look at all the stuff. This is a very pretty little snack set. And a glass chess set. This beautiful snack tray. And an old typewriter and typing table. Some very cute old Betsy McCall paper dolls and some Corningware, of course. I love to look at all the old kitchen utensils and gadgets. This, I couldn't figure out what in the heck that was, and it was a knife sharpener. Well, all of these that I picked up, I couldn't figure out what they were. I had to look at the tags, and thankfully someone was nice enough to tell me what they were. This is a cheese grater. And this one, I still can't figure out how you would use that. It's a drink mixer, but I don't know. I guess you just stir with it. This I did figure out. It says fruit peeler, and I can tell on the end that that's for zesting citrus fruit. And of course, there's a wall of license plates. And here's a beautiful old doll. She's not even a creepy doll. She's beautiful, but she cost $800. And here's Donald Duck, and peeking around the dinner bell is Mickey Mouse. Here is a beautiful quilt. I believe this is a new quilt, not a vintage quilt. And this is a very old cast iron basting cover. I have not seen one of these before either. And a round butter press. And a rectangle shaped butter press. Next, I'm going right next door to Nancy's Antiques, and they have rooms to rent upstairs. They have lodging for the night if you want to come for a visit to Mountain View. This is where I love to come to get items for my junk journals. They have a lot of old books and magazines and old photographs and cabinet cards. All of these shops that I have shown you in the last video and this video are right on the square downtown. You can just walk all around to all of them, and there are shops with newer items too. There are boutiques and purse and shoe shops and restaurants. And on Friday and Saturday night, there's music going on, live music for free right on the courthouse square. There's also very nearby a what's called the picking park, where musicians get together and just have jam sessions. And that's always very cool. That can happen any time of the day or night when the weather is good. Here are some hen, I think they're called hen on a nest. I see them in a lot of antique stores. They also have some beautiful cameos back there, and some lovely brooches and some newer jewelry too. This is a lovely, colorful display of Depression-era glass. I had never seen this floral poinsettia before, or this eggplant hobnail. Along with the Rainbow Antique Mall, Nancy's is another one of my favorite places to visit when we are in downtown Mountain View. She not only has a lot of the things that I like to use for my junk journaling, like the books and magazines and the old photographs, but she also has a lot of old linens, which I dearly love, and we're going to get to those in just a minute. I thought those mushrooms were really pretty, and she's got some very nice quilts that I was interested in looking at. This dress is so cute. It reminded me of something that my older sister Cookie would have worn when she was in high school in the early 70s. Our mom made almost all of our clothes, and that would have been right up her alley. Here are some adorable little baby bonnets. We're starting to get to one of my favorite sections, which is the old linens. They're hiding here, some of them, underneath the baby bonnets. This is a beautiful burgundy velvet or velveteen bonnet. There's some crochet here and some embroidered pieces. And here's some more lovely crochet pieces. These green dishes are really pretty. We saw some like that at the Rainbow in the first video that I posted last Wednesday. These figurines always remind me of Ma's China Shepherdess from Little House on the Prairie. And look at this cute straw hat. I believe it's called a boater hat. $10, that's all. And here are some more linens coming up. Ooh, there they are. There's a quilt, but right behind them are some dresser scarves and some other pieces of embroidery with tatted and crocheted edging. These are my favorite things. And here are some beautiful old aprons. I looked hard at the aprons. I didn't get an apron, but I did get some I think one embroidered piece and one crocheted piece. I'll show those to you in the haul, which will be the video that comes out next Saturday. This one is already running too long to show the haul at the end of the video. And we are coming now to the end of this video, and while my husband is out still watching the stunt show and having all kinds of fun, I'm going to go load up the car with the rest of my purchases and meet him for supper, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.